Hello and welcome, it's Saffron here and this is Healing Womanhood, and all this month we are healing our relationships. So in today's video we are exploring the belief, I'm not as important as. So each week we've taken a different limiting belief that might hinder us in our relationships and we've turned it around and we've spent some time with the part of us that learnt to believe that, and today's is I'm not as important as. So if you can bring to mind a relationship in your life where you feel like there's something else that always comes first, always comes ahead of you. So maybe your partner seems to be putting their work ahead of time together and you never get any time together. Maybe you have a friend that you make plans with and then they always ditch you for their partner. Maybe there's another example. Maybe there are other things that always seem more important. Maybe you've been trying to get a meeting at work and your boss is putting other things as more important than that meeting. Just reflect on what's going on in your life and where you feel like you're not as important as something else or someone else. Maybe you've explicitly been told that you're not as important. So in some families, when you have kids, your family will say, you don't matter now, it's the kids that matter, you're not as important as the kids, you exist as a function of the kids. Could that be one for you? And that might not be with anyone, it might not be this person thinks that I'm not as important as the kids, that might just be I believe that I'm not as important as the kids. So that's a really good thing to connect with as well, a really deep and useful thing to connect with, is any idea that you have within yourself that you are not as important as something. Maybe you feel that your own emotions aren't as important as getting your work done or an outcome that you need to achieve for another person. Making any notes as anything comes up for you here. And when you're ready, we'll begin tapping. So if you haven't tapped with me before, you just need to tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying, beginning here on the side of the hand. So even though there's a part of me that believes that I'm not as important as, fill in the gap. And I believe that because, state your evidence. That's okay, and I'm okay. And I choose to love and accept all of my parts, including the one that thinks I'm not important. Even though there's a part of me that believes I'm not important, or believes that other people think I'm not important, that's okay. I accept that I have that part, and I choose to feel safe anyway. Even though there's a part of me that learnt to believe, or maybe was taught, that I'm not important, I choose to love and accept all of myself anyway. This part of me, this part that thinks I'm not important, I wonder where I got that from. It feels really true to part of me. I'm not important. That's what I've learnt to believe. And I wonder if I could start to turn this around now. And part of me says that that's ridiculous. That this is the truth. There are so many other things that are so much more important than me. Other things that come first. Other things that should come first. And I wonder if that's really true. I wonder if there could be any other way of looking at this. Maybe it doesn't even have to be a hierarchy. Maybe the world is not made up of a long list of things and people in order of importance. I wonder what it would take for me to feel important. Am I important to me? Have there ever been times when I have felt important? I wonder what that felt like. Have there been times when I felt like I really matter? Are there people that I really matter to? I wonder if there's anyone in my life who would say that I'm important. I wonder if there's anyone who believes my feelings matter. I wonder if those people that I feel aren't prioritising me might actually think that I am important. But maybe they've just got other stuff going on too. And maybe that's true and maybe it isn't. And I wonder if I'm ready to believe that I'm important. If I'm ready to believe that I matter. Because maybe if I could prioritise me, their choices and opinions might not matter so much. I'm choosing to matter to me now. I'm choosing to be important to me now. I'm choosing to make myself my own first priority. Prioritising my needs in my life now. Putting myself first. Showing other people how to prioritise me. And I wonder if there's anyone that I need to have a conversation with. If I'm feeling hurt or neglected. Maybe I could talk to my friends or my partner or family about this. And let them know how I'm feeling. Because it's okay to be feeling like this. And my feelings are valid. And their feelings are valid too. And it might not change what happens. But maybe it could change how I feel about it. Choosing to feel important to myself now. Choosing this as my first priority. I matter. I'm important. I'm just as important as the other things going on in other people's lives. And I'm the most important thing to me. Choosing to give myself the things that I'm seeking from others. Choosing to validate my own worth. Choosing to know that I'm important to me. That I have all of my own time and attention now. That I have all of my own love. that I am here for me now. I am my own highest priority. I am of the utmost importance to me. Choosing to filter this knowledge through every cell of my body. Allowing this belief that I matter to flow in and around all of my atoms now. Knowing from the top of my head to the tips of my toes that I am important and I matter. That I'm worthy and deserving of being my own first priority. Of having my own care and attention before anyone else's. Loving and prioritising myself now. And take a deep breath. So that turned around the idea of being important to other people to being important to yourself, because that's what we need to do first. Of course, we need to be our own first priority. And just because somebody has other stuff going on in their lives, it doesn't mean that you're not important to them. And if you need to have that conversation with somebody, if they're letting you down on a regular basis, then after tapping is a really good time to do that, because the tapping allows you to pull out any beliefs of your own that are getting stuck in there. Now, it may be that during that tapping some memories or beliefs came up for you. If that was the case, we're now going to tap more deeply on those things. We're going to go back to those times. If you are not on the Patreon membership, head on over there now if you'd like to get involved with that tapping. That is available for you there, and the link is in the description. If you are just watching the short version of this video, then I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love your comments, feedback, questions, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.